Hey, how y'all doing? This is Mongo Slade, and today we're going to compare two gimmicks from Traylor. But first, hit the like button and then also hit subscribe for me. Thank you, please. So, Traylor, for most of you guys who don't know, is the Big Boss Man. That's the real name of the Big Boss Man. He started out in the territories as Big Bubba Rogers, who was pretty much like a giant bodyguard. You probably can find Jim Cornette talking about him in the Jim Cornette videos. If I could find one, I'll put it in the description because I don't want to go through his history. I don't know it that well. I don't know the history of Big Bubba Rogers that well. He knows though. What I do know is that when he came to the WWE as the Big Boss Man, he was hot. Okay, so the Big Boss Man is based off of his real life as a corrections officer. So he came in as an evil corrections officer, evil police, evil law enforcement, going to make Hulk Hogan serve hard time. And that feud was money. Like I really enjoyed the Big Boss Man Hulk Hogan feud. I really did. And I think he ended up becoming one of Hulk's friends because like when Hulk left to go to WCW, I think he left too. Because when Hulk leaves, he usually takes a lot of people with him. Like he takes an entourage with him. Like when he went to TNA, he brought in his guys. When he went to WCW, he brought in his guys, like the Nasty Boys. Because I think Knobs is his guy. I think Hacksaw Jim Duggan is another one. Jimmy Hart is another one. Brutus, the Barbie Beefcake, is another one. Like he had like Hogan kept stooges. Like he kept guys around him. And some of them were just guys for him to work with that he could trust. And some of the other guys were just, people who complimented him or complimented his character. Or other was just friends. But I think Big Bubba Rogers or the Big Boss Man was one of those guys. But the Big Boss Man ended up being a massive success. He was really over as a heel, super over as a babyface. It was unbelievable how over the Big Boss Man was sometimes. It was phenomenal. Like, serving high time. Doom, 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 serving high time. Doom, doom, doom. It's like with the nightstick and everything, it was great. Making people serve hard time. Had that great feud with the Mountie that ended up with the Mountie going to jail. And you if you've never seen the what was that, the loser spends the night in jail, I forget what it was called, what the official match type was called, but the loser had to go to jail, and it was the Mountie versus the Big Boss Man. Oh, it was fantastic, and the Mountie in jail was great. He was so good. I remember him talking about how much he enjoyed doing all that stuff. So the Mountie was fantastic, and the Big Boss Man was great too. But as things tend to do, they came to an end. Now, when I talk about the Big Boss Man, I'm talking about the 80s and 90s Big Boss Man, the sort of cartoon villain Big Boss Man. I'm not talking about the badass 98, 99 Big Boss Man. We're not talking about that. We're going to talk about the first incarnation of the Big Boss Man. And we were going to compare it to what's coming later. But when he left in like, I don't know, what was it, 93, 94, when the Big Boss Man left. And then he went to WCW and he became, like, they tried to do, I think, the Boss. When because he had numerous names in WCW. Like his first run, and like he had runs following this, but I think he was the Boss. Then WWE was like, nope, that's too close to our trademark. And then they changed his name to the Guardian Angel. And he took on a gimmick based on the Guardian Angels, which is a nonprofit or a volunteer organization that basically deals with crime prevention. It was basically born of people watching, basically just guys standing around in red berets, watching to make sure people don't commit crimes, but they're not armed. They just have training, like they have martial arts and stuff like that. And it has been claimed that Traylor actually went through the training to become a real guardian angel, and they just called him the Guardian Angel, and it was god awful. It was awful. was awful. It's you got this big dude wearing this fucking beret. Like, man, unless you a Marine, you ain't got no business wearing a beret, dog. Don't put on a beret. And then, like, they did put him in a feud with Vader, which was pretty badass. No, that's something I didn't know I needed to see until I saw it. Like, I never thought I was like, man, Vader and the Big Boss Man. That don't sound too bad. But that was a good match, man. I think they had a match at Halloween Havoc. What was it, 1994? Don't make me lie. Halloween Havoc 1994. It was Big Boss Man and Vader. Really good match too, if I remember correctly. And probably not like fantastic, one of the Vader's best matches ever, but it was basically better than I thought it would be. It probably wasn't on the level of the Hogan Boss Man matches though. But I don't know how long the Guardian Angel lasts. I had no idea. But the Guardian Angel sucked. It sucked really bad. Now, the Guardian Angels organization doesn't even operate in the city that I live in. So, I had to look up the organization to make sure, like, to see if it was still around. Because I remember hearing about it when I was a kid that, they were Guardian Angels. But I was like, there is no Detroit chapter, so there are some places where even they won't tread. And then I also thought I had it mixed up with Hell's Angels too for a while. So I was like, was he a biker? That's kind of what I thought. Like, is he like a biker or something? But no, the Guardian Angels are a nonprofit, volunteer, neighborhood watch type of entity, and it's actually pretty successful as far as I know. They also have like a cyber division. So they did a wrestling. WCW really did a wrestling gimmick based on that, which has nothing to do with his real background. They just tried to find something to tie it in. Like they saw, okay, the gimmick is Law and Order, and that's kind of what they went with the man who believes in law and order. The man who believes in law and order. Like, what in the hell? This is not good. Somebody need to pitch a brick at Bischoff for this shit. I'm pretty sure it's the Bischoff idea. Or he probably blame Jim Hurt. Probably. But let me know, what did you guys think? I know some people don't like the Big Boss Man, though. So I'm talking about the early version of the Big Boss Man. The one who tried to make Hulk Hogan serve hard time. And the Guardian Angel. Or look, you can, but, feel free to talk about any incarnation of the Big Boss Man that you guys may like, or any incarnation of Ray Traylor that you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section below. Like this video, share it, and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll talk to you guys later.